What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thanks for rocking with me on another video. I've been needing to get motor mounts for the LS. That's the thing that's been stopping me from setting it in the car and checking for header fitment and oil pan clearance and intake and all that stuff. I was going to order the ICT billet set because the people that I've talked to said that that was the easiest, best set to get, but I'm cheap. And I jumped on eBay and I found what appears to be the same thing for like a quarter of the price. You can see this one has the P, the other one has the D. So they're dummy proof. You can't really mess that up. They came with corrections in case you need them to, change motor mounts. But realistically, if you can't change motor mounts, you shouldn't be trying to do an LS swap or order these brackets in the first place. Anyway, they come with the 2 long bolts to go through and all 8 of the bolts to hold it on the side of the motor. Now these are a direct drop-in for the clamshell style factory mount that this wagon has. So now what we'll do, as you can see, it's wrapped up there. So now I have to go uncover it and we'll get these swapped out. It's just a couple of bolts on, and we'll go from there. Maybe I'll get it set in the car today. Moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Slight technical difficulties. My engine hoist slammed into my hood before I cleared. Well, I cleared this, but I couldn't go all the way in there, and I don't want to take the hood off, so the intake had to come off. But now I have to go get my vacuum because this is unacceptable, especially for how pretty and clean the rest of it is. That's unacceptable. Back to our regularly scheduled BS. There we go. Very fine balance. And, slide the motor in, smashing the hood with the cherry picker. What are we bumping into back there? The old throttle cable and the old kick cable. Now remember, this is just a test fit, just to see oil pan clearance and intake clearance and shit. buddy. That was a little aggressive. Oh, my foot. Hold on. Well, that's a bit of an issue because I'm not all the way back, but I can't go in no farther. Technical difficulties. Now I have to find a solution. Yeah. Well, that was an adventure, but sitting. Obviously don't have the bolts in the mounts yet, but it's sitting in there. And look at all this room for activities. Holy cow. That thing sits way back in there. Gotta lower my transmission a little bit, but yeah, there she is, boys. Let's see. Oh yeah. See how far that pan hangs down? We're definitely going to have to do something about that. Fantastic. Yeah, as you can see, it is, even under my shaded carport, it is incredibly hot out here. But now that this is sitting in the place, I'll go in and cool off a little bit. Then I'll come back out and finish my game plan for the day. Now we gotta get this thing back up out of there, because now I know for sure that the oil pan will work, but I want to replace it because it hangs below the cross member quite a bit. I'm not sure about the intake, but it looks like there's plenty of room there for the truck style intake. The manifolds I'm not really concerned about right now. We're a little ways away from getting this thing fired. I just wanted to see if it would drop in and fit, and it does. So now the question comes: do I pull it and put it back on the engine stand, or do I just leave it in here until I get the oil pan, then pull it? That's a hard decision. Yeah, either way, I need to shorten up the chain on the end of my hoist, because with the chain at factory distance, it's going to hit the hood before the oil pan clears. So let's get that shortened up. Very uncomfortable. I think what we'll do is I'll get it centered, I'll get the bolts put in the motor mounts, and I'll just leave it in here for now and put the engine hoist away. Well, put it in storage, because as I said, it is incredibly hot out here and I don't want to do this shit anymore today. let's go get the bolt, shall we? And I'm sure you're, obviously smart enough to know how to put bolts on a motor mount, but washers are directional. One edge is really smooth and rounded, and the other edge is kind of, I don't know, a sharp edge. Not like will cut you sharp, but not rounded. They are directional. You can't change my mind. If you put them on backwards, you're a psychopath. Now let's get this thing slid over so we can get it bolted in, shall we? I can find a place to hold it. Yeah, maybe not. Take a little bit of the pressure off of it, huh? Oh yeah, look at that. So much better. What in the world am I hanging up on here? Probably that damn bell housing. Hold. This is a very, very stupid dance to do by yourself. Even with this bad area here. I'm gonna have to climb underneath there because I'm pretty sure that bell housing is what's hanging me up. Man, this is stupid. Holy shit. Probably get closer that time. I don't know what we did, but got closer. Something. We need to reset that chain a little bit. Just a little bit, like 1 link back there. I have one of those, I don't know, fancy engine leveler things. I'm just not, apparently not smart enough to go get it out of the shop. I'd rather just use this old tried and true belt chains and just keep kicking my own ass. I'm going to fight this for a few more minutes and then I'll bring the camera back on. Attempt number 2. So I had to loosen up the motor mount plates, give myself a little bit of wiggle room, and I think I had to remove another bracket too. But I think it's ready to go back in. I hope. Hold on. Gotta get all this shit out of my way first. Hold on. Alright guys, she's in, temporarily obviously, and it's a good thing too because I pulled the thread smooth out of that bolt hole with the bolt I was using to hold the chain in place, so good thing I didn't plan on pulling that motor back out again today. So, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. We need to check for hood clearance. And that's not a good plan because that's not going to work. Here, let's see. I feel like if it doesn't make contact, it's going to be real damn close. Let's see. Push the hood a little bit. It's definitely making contact. Man, that sucks. All the time I spent painting that engine cover and I can't even run it because it gets along with the hood just a little bit. Let's see. We can't see nothing in there. Hold on. Right here and right there. Damn it. I might have to just massage those a little bit because I really like the whole aesthetic with the engine cover on. Granted, I could just take the intake off and, you know, paint it somehow, but I want to keep that engine cover. So now I have to figure out how to make this work. I may just end up massaging those a little bit, or take the grinder, cut just a little block off. We'll see what happens. Okay, after a whole bunch of you know, kicking my own teeth in, the passenger side manifold fits and clears wonderfully. The driver's side, that little notch right there on the frame, the collector smashes right into that, so I can't get it to bolt up. So I guess we're looking to find headers that'll fit, and that's going to be a pain in the neck, I think. But I think I'm done for the day. It's pretty hot, and I'm hungry and tired. Sound like Forrest Gump. So I'm going to wrap this up for today. Probably, I don't know, go in the house and order an oil pan. Think about what I want to do to resolve my little intake cover issue. Because I feel like that stock intake would actually look pretty good. if I just cleaned up all the unnecessary molding, or the extra moldings, the bolt holes, that kind of shit. If I cleaned all that stuff up, it might look pretty decent. And if it does, I'll paint it, see how it looks. And if it doesn't, then I'll order a cheap intake for it. I don't really give a shit. I'm not shooting for high horsepower. I'm shooting for a lot more fun, reliability, and some pretty good burnouts. And this car will do all three of those things once this 5.3 runs. But as I said, I'm going to wrap this up for the day. So, thanks for sticking around. Sorry for the rambling, and this video is kind of all over the place. But remember, guys, your dreams don't work unless you do. So get your ass outside and build something.